Okay, guys, so let's just start about the class multiple tap winding. Okay, guys, so in the transformer, we know that we talk about the normal transformer. So right now, we're gonna talk about the multiple tap winding. So here, that you can see here the transformer show in the figure 312 contain uh, a secondary winding that are rated at 24 volts. Okay, so let's see this figure and let's take a look what this figure does mean. So if you can take a look, guys, to this figure, this is about okay. So figure 312. Uh, so you can see this figure, for example, this is with this one, guys. Secondary winding. This is about secondary winding. You can see the winding. They have uh, turns, number of turns. Then the number of turns here is 120 turns. This one for the winding, okay. And this is a 24 volt. You have to know this is rated at 24 volt. This is the and 24 volt, and the number of turns is 120. Okay, if you can take a look here, C. What does mean C here? C that mean the common. This one, guys, C. C is the common here. Is the common. So is one of the primary leads and is considered the common for the other lead. Okay, so this is considered the common for the other lead. For example, guys, we can take here 120. So what does mean here? For example, I will take here. This is, guys. This is the primary winding. This is the primary. This is the primary, and this is the secondary. For example, I will take one tap from the primary, which is 120. So this is 120. So if you can take a look here, 120 volt. You can see here. This is 120 volt, and you can see from this point 120 to the C, the voltage from this one to this one equal 120 volts. Okay, and okay, and also the turn from this point to this point, you will see 600 turn. Okay, and so this one 120 volt and 600 turn. Between this one, guys, between this point and point C. Okay, between, you can see this point, which is this this point, and point C, it is 600 turn. This point and point C. Okay. For example, I can take another example here. Example, I have 240. What does mean 240? 240. That means the voltage here between this point to point C is 240 volts. Okay, so this one 240. This means the voltage 240 volts. Okay, and also the turn. How many turns? The number of turn. You can see here from this one from 240 to point C is 1200 turn. Okay, and 1200 turn. This one, okay, this is 1200 turn. Okay. Okay, for example, you can see this one. This one is, for example, this is 208 volt. This is 208 volts, the voltage from this point to this point. And number of turn from this one to this one is 1040 turns. The number from this point to point C is 1000, uh, I'm sorry, yeah, 1040 turns. Okay. This one, what he explained about this figure. So you can see this figure, the primary. You can see the primary multiple tap primary winding. You can see here the winding is multiple tap in the primary. The secondary, you can see the secondary is fixed. Okay. So let's go here. He explained that we can connect the input or the source at different primary volts. Probably we can connect from this point to this point the input or the source, or this point to this point. Okay, without changing, but this one will not change the voltage in the secondary. Okay, let's see about transformer with the multiple primary tap is showing in the next figure. You can see this figure. Okay, guys, in this figure, this is figure 313. This is show that about the transformer with the multiple primary tap. Okay, so what does mean this one? This one, guys, number one, this transformer is 448 volt center tapped secondary winding. Okay, you can see this is the input, guys. We have four input. You can see this one, four wires or four inputs. This one, two, three, four. Okay, uh, we have two output. This is two wires for the output. Here the primary, he told you the primary is 117 volt. This is the primary winding is at 170 volt. Okay, and you can see this mark as follow. Okay, here four input. This one, guys, this is four input will go to the primary winding. This four input will go to a primary winding. And here he explained to you what's this mean. For example, uh, 2 4. What does it mean 2 4? That means if we connect this one to terminal 2 and terminal number 4, you will not see terminal number 4. I'm sorry for that. Okay, uh, this is number 4. Okay, and this is so here you can this one connect to 2 and 4. We will have this result. If this one connect to 1 and 4, we will have this result. Probably this is not very clear. I will show you something which is more clear. This one. Okay, for example, 2 and 4 normal. If we connect the wire 1 1 and 4, so what is the result for this transformer? If we connect the wire 1 and 4, you can see minus 6% output. Okay, so what does mean minus 6%? We know that I told you the output is uh, 48 volt. Okay, so minus 6% output. That mean this mean if that mean if primary winding, if the primary winding with the voltage 117 is connected to uh, terminal number 1 and terminal number 4, and terminal number 4, this one, guys, the output will be less than 6%. Here the output will be less than 6%. That means you can see less than 6%. That means the output is 94%. Okay. So 94%, you can see 94% times, we know that this one is 48, so I'm gonna 48 volts center tap secondary winding. So this one times 48, 94%, I will write it here as a decimal, times 48 volt. This will equal 45, around 45.12 volt. Okay, so if I connect the input uh, to the terminal 1 and 4, I will get the output 45.12. I connect the input to these two terminal, I will get this output here equal less than 6% of 48, which is equal 45.12. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much.